go. The microphone is on. Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you on board today. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX, a live stream. And a very good day to everyone. It is September the 15th here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, center of the universe. And glad to have you all on board, and looking pretty good. Few less people than we normally get, but hey, that's okay. We don't mind. And I see we do have some people in here that haven't been here for a while, which is really nice. Glad to see everyone popping along. Anyway, first off, before we get going, we're going to say a quick hello to our moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, who I haven't seen yet. Don't know if she's resting or what's happening, but I hope she is resting, actually. And C&D Boy is doing a store run, and we possibly have Gary, 24/7 Live, AZ Skies, I'm here as well, and possibly a few others. Hey, Yvonne Kunkel just popped in. Welcome, Yvonne. And Yvonne is spending her last night in Iceland. And that is pretty cool. And too bad she didn't get to see that thing on the screen while it was going off. That is one of those things. Anyway, welcome to the moderators. Glad to have you guys on board. And welcome to all the others in here. And we'll get going. Hermie and Schaefer and Fluffy were the first ones in today. And I think Fluffy might have helped push that button. And got her in real quick. So all good, and that is excellent. So they get the cookies. And of course, let's start by saying hello to all our good people in here. And we'll start with Sharon Stewart and Kevin Williams, and of course Hermione is here. Billy Bob Joe also in the house. Did I say Sharon Stewart? Yes, I did. Amelia, Sixth Sense Amelia, welcome. DJ Puff the Third is here, and of course Yvonne Kunkel, who's spending she's spending her last night there in Iceland for a little while, and we'll see what happens. She'll be back to mundane things like looking at the Eiffel and things like that back in Germany. And we need more volcanoes so she can go other places. Anyway, Linda Schoof also here. John Raper, welcome you guys. Edith NZ, nice to have you on board again. And haven't seen you for a bit there. We got Billy Bob Joe. King Colin Deadman also here. Did I say DJ Puff the Third? I did. John, we got Sandra Rockland is here, and going up some more, looking for more wonderful names really quickly, or trying to anyway. Sometimes I can't do it as quick as I'd like to. Sharon, no, hang on, Sharon Stewart, we got three times already. That's enough. We got Amelia. Who am I looking at? Henry Nelson, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Going up some more here. Michael Olson also in. Welcome back. And sliding up a little bit more, trying to pick out some wonderful names here. And let's see. Did I mention Grandma B? Grandma B is here. And John Raper renewed for the 4th month. Thanks for renewing that, John. Appreciate it. Going up some more, Serotonin also in the channel. Welcome back. Glad to see you back on board. Haven't seen you for a while. And sliding up a little bit more, Lizoid also in the channel. Welcome. And who else? BMAT. BMAT jumped in, put a thumbs up, and said, I must sleep. Hi and night all. Okay, no worries. All cool. Welcome to Connie Tyree. Glad to have you back on board. And let's see, who else we got in here? Going up, looking for more wonderful names. And I think I might have everyone that's here already. And that's it. I'm at the very top. So let's get back down to the bottom. Take a look and see if I missed anyone there. And wow, Michael already started with a wonderful $10 super chat. That is awesome. And let me write that down. Michael Olson. There we go. And dollar sign. There we go. I got that written down. Thank you very much. Need more Pepsi. I gotta have Pepsi. Thank you. And speaking of Pepsi, I do have to make a Pepsi run tomorrow. So that is a definite there. Anyway, I'm still hunting for other ones, and thank you very kindly for that wonderful super chat, Michael. Let's see. We got John, got Amelia, I think we got everybody else that snuck in here. Looks like I got most of you. If I did not call your name out, I do apologize. I try to say hi to everyone, and sometimes when we're scrolling up, we miss a name or two or something like that. And yeah, that's all my fault. I will take that blame, but I try not to miss anyone. Perfectibility 999 also here. And glad to have you on board, Brian. And let's see. I said hi to Linda, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So, okay. Yeah, let's get on with what's going on. And first off, of course, we can get rid of some of the stuff on the screen here, like that big banner. And I was sitting here just staring into the lava, almost hypnotized myself again, and I gotta stop looking at the lava, watching the patterns, the way it splashes out there. You know, almost like there's some kind of rhythm to it, but there really isn't. The random bubbles are coming up however they desire, and that is Mother Nature for you. So pretty cool, pretty awesome. Anyway, footage from August 12th, and it was definitely worthy of having that recorded, so pretty cool. Kevin Williams also here. Welcome. And Dr. Fox, do you know if you are still going to be live program next day of the on the day of the Queen's funeral? When is the actual funeral happening? And in all likelihood, I will be live, but we will actually have a moment of silence, if you wish. It's on Monday. All right. Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably be live because that will be basically later in the evening as to there. But what we will do is definitely have a moment of silence, if that's all right, when that comes, and we'll look at it that way for right now. But I'm not going to shut down the stream, but we will show some respect. Okay. So anyway, Storm Chaser 1211, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. 11 a.m. British time. Okay, thank you, Yvonne. I appreciate that. That way I know when it is. So Monday, 11 a.m. And that's all right. And let's see. Yeah, British Standard Time. Got it. Okay, so what's happening in our volcano world today? Not a heck of a lot. It's been a fairly quiet 24 hours here, if you will. We haven't seen a heck of a lot of anything blasting off anywhere. There is some stuff in the news here, but nothing really crazy. So, yeah. 13 hours later, we will be okay. Okay. No worries, John. Okay. Yeah, it's quiet in our volcano world. Let's kind of do this. We'll stop the lava for a minute, and we'll pause it. Look at that. I stopped the volcano in mid-eruption. I love it. Anyway, let's turn that lava off temporarily, and maybe that little sign too there. And there we go. All right. So that is what it looks like in Iceland right now over at the Siggy Fisher. But we'll go back about, I guess about 6 hours ago. It really doesn't matter exactly where we end up there, but just to give you a pretty good idea of what it was looking like during the daytime hours. And you can see there's less smoke coming up in those areas that were cooling off. There is still some smoke in areas, of course. There is a lot of lava. You got 20 meters plus of lava sitting there. And I'm sure it's still very, very hot and very gooey underneath the crust. But over time, that is going to change. And, you know, it's the same thing as what we were watching with Ragnar. The big difference with Ragnar, of course, so is the depth of the lava around the edges of Ragnar, especially into the western side there where Geldingadarlar is. You know, the deep portion of the valley. It's you know, somewhere around 80 meters deep, and that is a lot of lava still sitting there. So I'm sure that is just as hot as the material that's now sitting underneath here underneath the Siggy Fisher. Hey, it's Piggy is here. Welcome, Piggy. I'm glad to have you on board, and that is nice to see you. And let's see. Let's see if we can get this going here for you. All right. I'm working on things, Piggy. I'm working on it just for you. So there we go. All right. There is your cart and some crayons and all that nice stuff, so you can get right at it and collect all those crayons that everybody's been putting out there. You almost need a U-Haul to haul them away. But hopefully you won't. Hopefully you won't. And that's all cool. Anyway, looking at what we see there, so basically our Siggy here is I hate to say it, but is done. Yeah, Siggy I don't think is going to come back, and I got insults today. I got called a Greek. Oh my God, Piggy! How dare they? Did you give them your best English accent and tell them exactly what what you thought of them? Anyway, hey Doc, that's my line. Okay, sure. King Colon, I didn't see a copyright on that. Oh, anyway, let's have a look at the harmonic tremor chart just to see what it is doing. And I know it's not a favorable chart at all, but we're going to look at it anyway. And there it is, down, and we are still seeing some activity though down below. And I don't think it's all done yet as far as movement, but the fact that we're seeing things move down, actually I should refresh that chart. It's not quite up to date, but there's a spike, so we may have had another little tremor in the area. But you know, I'm not going to say that this is completely the end, because I honestly don't know. You know, this thing, we're well beyond 2 weeks already. We haven't seen anything else. Is this going to turn around and kick back in? And, you know, I myself am going to kind of sort of say, I don't think it will. But, hey, you never know. It's a volcano, and we all know volcanoes do whatever they want. They don't follow any time schedules. I think a new fissure will open. Piggy, you think so? I don't know. I'm a little hesitant on that one, Piggy. I really am. I thought we may have been able to see one up near towards Cape Lear at the top end of our Philadelphia type system there. I thought perhaps one on the northern end. Dr. Fox, for now, it's over. We'll see what's going to do in the future. Yep, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Yvonne. And yeah, there you heard it, you guys. Unfortunately, it's not good news. Am I lagging? Serotonin? I don't know if you're lagging. I can't tell from here. You look like you're there, and I seen the thing pop up, and things are about 8 seconds behind from when I say something to the time you hear it, so we should be okay. Colin says, I think this is preclusive at Philadelphia every 5-10 months for a while. Interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future. It really will. I don't know. The thing that we've seen is, like when we get right down to brass taxes, it was 800 years from the last eruption to the one that we had when Bob went off. So it took a little bit of time, and then about a year later or less, we had Siggy show up. Now, is it possible that this is the start of a cycle of larger volcanic activity or larger amounts? And that is absolutely possible. So we don't really know. Again, this is something, like Yvonne said, we'll have to see what happens in the future. And I do agree with that. It's just a matter of time, and we'll have to take a look. Anyway, let's, since we are seeing those here, pardon me, let's take a look and see if we can see some quakes in the area or some little tremors, and maybe find out when this guy came in. So let's pop over to our earthquake map, and we'll have a look. And that thing is also a lot less than what we had in, I've got it sitting on 24 hours, and right now we're seeing 589, so that's even less than what we had earlier. We had over 600 this morning as far as the count for the last 24 hours, but by this afternoon here it's well under 600 now, and not seeing a heck of a lot. The other thing that I want to note on this map is when we look, we are seeing a green, green, and green. Everything is green, okay? So they're basically calling it and saying it's over, and that's the way it is. Anyway, over beside the lake here, we are seeing some 1.0, 5 kilometers down. 12:35 was the time on that guy. 0.99, or you can almost call it a 1. 5.8 clicks down, 2:11 a.m. on that guy. Then we got this 1.62, 10 kilometers down, and then there's a couple smaller ones in here. 0.99 again, 5.8 clicks down, or is that the same one? No, I wanted to get this guy. 0.53, 5.3 kilometers down, 7:19 a.m. And that really is, kind of the scenario that we're seeing there. We don't actually have anything happening over here in our wonderful Gelding Gedarler or Meridalier. There are no quakes. K-Lear is up here, and we didn't see anything in between that hot spot that we had here where it was shallow. We're not seeing anything there. And not seeing anything around Grindavik or the Blue Lagoon or the power plant or the hotel where Yvonne is partying. Uh, none of those things. We do see some stuff out here. I'm not sure what we've got. 1.6, 5.7 kilometers down, 1724 for that guy. And then we have a couple of smaller ones here. 4:31 a.m., 0.9, 5.5 kilometers down. Point is 2, 4.8 kilometers down from yesterday at 23. And these zeros, of course, really not meaning much. 4.3 kilometers down, 16:19 was the time on that guy. This one, 4.5 kilometers down, 16:59 on that guy. So really nothing major happening on our Reagan's Peninsula. And looking at this one, 2.0, and this one is 10 kilometers down, 4:31 a.m. And that's kind of what we've got in that area. Little guy over here at Katla, and that is a 0.3, 1.1 kilometers down from 11:12 this morning. And we do see this one. Is that Bardabunga or hang on? Yeah, that's Bardabunga right there. And 2.5, 1.1 kilometer down, and 17:37 is the time on that guy. And then he's got a couple of smaller friends there. This one is close to Grimsvatn, 0.8, 1.1 kilometers down, 10:06 a.m. For that guy. And then we have just very close to Astja, we have two little ones, and that is 0.6, 20.7 kilometers down. That's a long way. That's, I think, the deepest I've seen underneath that area. 11:07 a.m. is the time on that one. Where's this guy at? 19.1 kilometers for this one, and that is 11:06 a.m. So very deep in comparison to what we normally see. And then we get up into the other mess, and of course that is right beside the Grimsey. Here's the island of Grimsey, and that is what we're seeing there. We do see some bigger ones here. 3.2, 1.7 kilometers down, 20:32 is the time on that guy. And let's see, 2.5 here, 13 kilometers down. Sorry, that one's actually 2.6, and that is 19:59, the time on that guy. But you know, the fact that that is a little more shallow makes you wonder if we are going to see something pop up there. After all, I don't believe there's enough energy left there. Yvonne and I were kind of talking about that, and it doesn't have the energy to really produce a large eruption. This 2.4, 11.7 kilometers down, 20:49. And then we have some other ones in here, 2.7, 9.3 kilometers down, just as what I'm staying home now. Yeah, once you get there, Yvonne, you're not there yet. Wait. You'll get home, and they'll send you on a field mission somewhere in Tonga to watch home reef build. So you never know. You might be enjoying coconuts and palm trees before too long. Anyway, 22:34 for that 2.7 and 9.3 kilometers down. And let's see, we got this other one here too, and it's 5.1 clicks down from 22, right at 2200. Anyway, I'm picking out just random ones here because there's so many. 2.5, 1.1 kilometer down, and that is 1959 there. And let's just grab this 1.6 again. you know, big variance in depths, and this is at 14.3 kilometers down for that 1.6, and that is 1822 when that happened. So definitely both, you know, high and low stuff as far as the depths are concerned, and that is interesting. This 2.2, 11.8 kilometers down from 1802, really makes a guy wonder. So what the heck is going on there? Those lava workers are building a tunnel or something. I have no idea. Um, Maybe I will just grab a couple more here. 8.8 clicks on this guy. 1.6 from 1645. 1.7 over here. 9.8 kilometers from 2123. So it gives you a pretty good idea of what we've got going on. We don't see anything too much further out, or do we? Oh, there's a few out there. And let's see how deep those are. 21 kilometers down for that 2.0. 11:11 was the time for that. The 1.9, that is shallow again, only a 1.1 kilometer from 3:52 a.m. Same thing with that 1.8, but that was from 4:54 a.m. 1.1 kilometer down. This 1.7 is 8 kilometers down, and that happened right at midnight. So that's kind of what we've got. I don't think there's too much else that we really can look at here that's going to tell us anything. But I'm, again, more interested in what we've got on the Arakan's Peninsula. But we'll definitely keep an eye on Grimsey, because if there is something happening underneath there, that would be really cool and exciting news. So anyway, let's leave that be. We will head over to Sicily, and there's Sicily, Mount Etna. Isn't that a beautiful looking volcano? I know Yvonne would say yes, it is. Anyway, we'll stop it right about there. We're going back in time. 1846 was the time. This looked really odd, the way this kind of, the slope is almost right, and it looks like it's trying to make it taller, which is really weird. But I like it. That is a pretty neat looking shadow, if I ever seen one. One of the things I did note is, hey, the sun is setting over here now. Before it used to set over here during the summertime. So seasons have changed. Yeah, of course, Yvonne, big grin. Anyway, just because Yvonne is here and she likes those things, I will see what I can do. Hang on, is this, no, that's not the right one. Did I not load that? Oh my god, I forgot to load it. Let's see. I can find it real quick here. Etna today. Oh, 15th. There's Etna. The steam engine Etna. And this was a little time lapse I made up from, it was from about 1630 to about 1900 or something like that. And yep, it is running at 64 times the regular speed. So, and that's why it looks like a train chugging along there, and definitely blowing out a lot of smoke, and that is pretty cool. And I like it anyway. I thought it was neat. Let's see if we can fix this up here. Okay, yep, I found it. All right, let's see if we can make this work. I'm going to try to make this work real quick, and let's see if we can get that in the right place. Copy, remove, paste, and why is it not working? Oh, there, okay. We need a little bigger. There. Okay, there's our train. It's chugging along there, you guys. and that is the Mount Etna choo-choo, and that'll be all right. And I don't know what else to do. Oh boy, a funny guy, eh? And there, somebody's turning the lights off. Smoke in the foreground too. Yeah, I did notice that, and that was pretty awesome. Also, I did notice the haze. You can see that haze hanging in there as well, and that is pretty cool. So, gives you a little bit of an idea of what it's like right now. Not this guy. I want to turn that off. So, at 1849, that's kind of what it was looking like, and it was a neat shadow in there. I think it was cool, but quiet for the most part. And as Yvonne mentioned earlier to me, saying seismic activity is way down, so we're probably not going to see anything. Etna's going to go to sleep for a little while and save up for Christmas, I think, and then blast. I have no idea what's going to happen, but we'll see what happens in the near future. So yeah, let's put that back to live, and there we go. That is the current conditions there in Sicily. It's not bad, and they don't have too bad a weather. Let's pop over to the Azores real quick, and we'll get that one in before the break, and then we'll take a little bit of a break. I got to find the Azores. Here we are. Okay, on the right map or screen, and there, of course, is the harbor and the town right beside it. The lights. You can also see the lights of Pico Island across the strait. For those who aren't familiar with this, I do have this picture. So that is a daytime shot. That is not from today, but it's a daytime shot, so you can see what it looks like there. And you can see Mount Montana in the background, and that is over on Pico Island, whereas we are on the island of Sao George, or Sao Jorge, and that is where we're at. So that's what we've got, looking at our little cove here, where we always look for the white water down on the bottom. See how rough the seas are. They're not bad, and I'm not sure what that is, a ship or something, possibly a ship coming towards us. Either that, it's a big UFO, or the moon got really low. I'm not sure. I think it's a ship, but we don't know. I'm now 2 minutes behind, frozen and no audio, of course. Well, it shouldn't be 2 minutes behind. I've got pretty good bit rates going out here, not fluctuating too much as far as where it should be. So if you are getting a delay, it is not from my end, and that may be something wrong with YouTube, possibly gremlins. I have no idea, but I'm doing all right with it. And let's take a look at the quakes that we had there. And of course, today is the 15th, and I thought, okay, do I need to update this? And I was looking at the list here, and there are no new quakes showing on Sao George. So that is a little bit strange or odd. We're going to make that screen a little bit bigger. There we go. And unfortunately, we don't see anything on this map. Let's go to the other one, and we'll take a look at that. I got to refresh that one, though, so we can make sure that we're not missing anything. And there we go. Bigger, and a little bit bigger, too. All right. So there's our Sao George. There's Pico Island, Fiel Island, Miguel Island. And this is 19 hours ago, 2.7, and that is in between everything, in an old caldera of sorts, I guess, by the looks of this. And it's just not doing a darn thing. And there's our island. So I don't think we're going to see anything happen here or on what do they call it, Tercia, if I got it right. But anyway, that is kind of what we've got. So neither one of them are going to go off today, and that is probably okay. And we'll take a look here. They are actually indicating 3 earthquakes, and I'm not sure where they are. We only see the one on the map. Hang on. Oh, I see the other 2 now. They are right there on the mid-Atlantic ridge, and they both happened about 12 hours ago, and both at 3.2. So always pays to have a better look there. But yep, mid-Atlantic ridge right here, and then of course that's the Eurasian plate, that's the African plate, and this is the North American plate. And these guys are kind of in between everything. No man's land, if you want to call it that, but that is both of them about the same size, and slightly a different time. So according to this, one is about 4 minutes later than the other one. So definitely not the same quake, as well as one was 8 kilometers down, whereas the other one was 17 kilometers down. Anyway, you guys, I do believe it is break time, so I'm going to put the canned lava back on, and I am going to take a 5 or so minute break. And Piggy says, you're late. Okay, I'm late. Music. All right, for those good people who are here, if you are enjoying the stream, by all means hit that like button to help us out, and that is the most economical and easiest way to support the stream. Also, if you're new and you are enjoying the show, by all means do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and join in the chat if you like. We do have subscriber mode only on in the chat, so you have to be subscribed at least 1 minute before you can get in there and chat. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. Thank you. go. I am back. Welcome, everyone. I'm glad to have you back on board. And I was going to say, hey, how come my lava stopped? I didn't stop that. But apparently my lava stopped for a second. That is weird. Thank you for the welcome backs from Yvonne and Mike, Michael, and all the other good people. I'm sure there's more in here. Anyway, I see a couple more people that popped in. Got to say hi to them. Hi, Nancy Buchanan. Got your email. Already seen that one, but thank you. And also, Arliss Scott, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, who else popped in here? We got Arliss. We got, Sue Hayes. Welcome back, Sue. Glad to have you on board as well. Anyway, let's carry on with what we were doing, and that was going around looking at other volcanoes. We already covered our wonderful Azores, so let's pop over. Hey, Kevin Ains, thank you. Welcome back. Okay, anyway, that's what's happening at Popocatépetl right now, buffering. But we can go back, way back in time, almost 12 hours, and we'll see if that will still buffer. Go there, and let's see if that'll work. Something wrong with it, and no, it was allowing me to do that just minutes ago. Let's skip ahead to live again and see what happens. Now I'll go back. Uh-oh. I think it's kaput. We ain't gonna see it. Oh, hang on. Maybe not. Maybe so. No, doesn't love that one. Let's see if we can go to the other one and go back. Yep, we'll go back on the other one and see what it looked like there. That is a little bit more easy to do, but 6:30 a.m., that's what it looked like. And you see the wonderful stars above here, and very nice sky. Not very much coming out of the volcano. You can see the snow line. It's still up there, but not as heavy as it was before. And again, on this side, we're not seeing as much snow here, and I think it's because the wind and the ejecta might have gone over top of that and buried some of that snow and a little bit of ash. Anyway, I want to get ahead to a little bit of a golden moment here, but I don't know which came first, the eruption or the golden moment. I think it was the eruption. Let's get to that. And that is a little bit later, 7:15 a.m. And that is what we were seeing. Quite a bit of material billowing out once again. And it did create quite a bit of a large plume. And of course, it's a little slow when you're watching it from quite a distance there. And I'm just going ahead 5 seconds at a time here just to expedite this a little and show you what it was doing. So that is our wonderful Popocatépetl throwing out some neat clouds, and we kind of like that. Hopefully it will do us a favor and actually show us some lava sometime. That is what I'm really hoping for out of this volcano. One day it will. It's going to have to really spurt that lava all up. But that eruption actually was almost like it was multiple shots coming up there. And looks like a funny mushroom or a tree or something that is there. But looks pretty awesome. Let's see if we move that ahead a little bit into our golden moments here. And that is about there. Now it looks like a bird. We got a beak there, we got wings and claws and the tail feathers. So yeah, maybe an eagle flying. Anyway, golden volcano, love that scene. And that is kind of what we seen this morning, 7:33 a.m. at Popocatépetl. It did continue to throw out more material. This one was at just about 8 a.m. And we can see that it's throwing a lot of that black material out and in the general direction, so it's no wonder we don't see any snow on this back side here. But that is what it's doing, and our cloud level is staying lower there for right now, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's neat, and we see it continues to throw out a lot of that material. And let's see, we had another little burst afterwards, but it wasn't all that much, and then it went into the clouds, unfortunately. So and this is at 8:15 a.m. You see the color of the cloud already changed from that really dark ash material to that lighter steamy type smoke again. So that's what we've got there. And as we progress, it went in and out of the clouds. This is 10:18. We did see another little bit of an eruption there. And again, I'm going to expedite that by going ahead 5 seconds at a time. And really nothing too major coming out. So that is what we see there. But I want lava. I want to see lava shooting out up to about here and just draping this whole thing and making it glow. But I can't be that lucky, can I? And that was about the time where it headed into the clouds, and we basically didn't see too much more of that going through the rest of the day. Very few spots there where we could see it. This is at 3:35 their time. I did note that the snow had melted. Okay, at that point we don't see the snow anymore. So either it was raining and it washed the snow away, or that temperature really rose up and melted it. So that is pretty cool. Yvonne's gone mad. She needs the ice cream boat. Let's see if the ice cream boat is there. No, ice cream boat left. Yvonne, no ice cream for you right now. You're going to have to wait. Anyway, okay, back to where we were. And don't interrupt me like that. That's hard. It takes too long. It takes my concentration away. We're dealing with a Popocatépetl, or yeah, that's it. I had to think about that. Welcome, Edith NZ. Glad to have you on board. And anyway, that's kind of what we've got there. No DJ did it. Oh, it was a DJ. Well, I wasn't thinking it was you, Yvonne. It was DJ. We'll blame him. Anyway, let's back up and take a look at our other lovely volcano a little further south called Fuego. And Fuego was in and out of the clouds, so it is a little bit hard to tell what it was doing. And it's kind of interesting. The cloud pattern it's developed here is kind of neat, almost looking like a lenticular cloud, a very flat bottom on it, and rounded edges. They're a little bit too pointy over here, but hey, that's okay. If we go on a little bit, that cloud formation changed, and it is definitely trying to build a lenticular cloud. Unfortunately, I don't think it managed to do too well. There it is. Actually, it did. So there you got one. And you also have a plume that came out. And again, that material is not as dark as we normally see coming out of there. So it's kind of softened up just a little bit for right now. If we go ahead a little bit more, I'm just trying to find a spot where we've seen, well, we know the lenticular clouds disappeared after a while, but I wanted to see if we had more ejecta coming out before it went into the abyss of the clouds, and it did there. And I don't think we've seen a heck of a lot more of it after that. And that yeah, there was a couple times where the clouds almost parted enough for us to be able to see. This was just around 1 o'clock their time in the afternoon, and we don't see a heck of a lot. Anyway, I'm putting it back to live, and we really don't see anything more from it today, unfortunately, because of the cloud that is in there. And shot for Cerro Negro in Nicaragua. And that's actually not a bad shot. I'm glad it looks a little better today. And that not coming out, nothing coming out, maybe a little bit of heat. I can't tell if that's from the volcano or not, but that's what we got. Next one is, of course, this is a Messiah, and that is also in Nicaragua. And Messiah volcano, of course, we can see the plume coming out. It is still very active. We see the glow during the nighttime shots. It's still glowing quite a bit. I'm going to have to try to see if we can get the other camera working again, if they've got it going, the one that's actually looking into the crater, because I like that shot. It was a neat one. All right, let's put it back on to here. I guess it's still going to be buffering for a while or something. Oh, they want to show commercials. Let's not worry about that. We're going to go and take a look. Oh, talk about bad picture.
Lightsabers
there.
are finally a reality.
Hey, lightsabers are what? I didn't turn the volume on. How did it turn itself on? You know, you think you got it fixed up and you don't. YouTube does all kinds of weird things. Anyway, that is Merapi, and that picture does not make me happy. And it really is kind of bad. There's a better shot of Merapi down on the bottom here, but still the cloud and smoke coming right towards the camera. And that is what we've got. That's quite a 60s representation of a volcano. I would have to almost agree. If it was in the 60s, it would be all black and white. We wouldn't see that color up in the top here. No pinks and greens and other things. I think it'd be black and white. And actually probably be a better picture. Anyway, that is Merapi, and Merapi is not making us happy. If we go back in time, though, it was grainy all the way through for the most part. But I'm just looking to see real quick if we spot any lava in the open area, and I just didn't see any when I scanned through. And we did have certain times where the picture did get better, but wasn't a heck of a lot coming out of it. Possibly right there might have been a little bit of a glow, and that would have been what time? Oh, I can't even tell what time is on that clock. It's such poor quality video. But let's leave it back on its live stream. I'm sure they'll fix the screens up when they finally realize that it's so bad. Anyway, off to New Zealand, and this is Ruapehu, and Ruapehu right now 11:52 a.m. There. There's the ski hill, and a little out of focus. Maybe it's because of the clouds. There we go. And I don't see anyone shooshing down the slopes, at least not right now in this shot. But normally you see the occasional skier zipping down there, but we're not seeing that. Maybe when they pan it down a little bit more, we might see one. And they looked, and again, it needs to refocus. I don't know why. Oh, they're trying to get it going. There we go. Autofocus is always bad, because if you have like you can see, there's a little bit of a watery look to it. So you've got some heat waves out in front of the camera, and then it's trying to focus in on a colder area in the background. and it just doesn't know where to look. Looking a little more at the ski resort, maybe that'll get better too. And there we go. Again, very hard to tell if there's anyone even out there doing any skiing. So that is what we've got. Donkey acupuncture treatment. Trevor's here. Run, Trevor, run. Piggy's got those pokey things again. And anyway, Mount Ruapehu, and that is, of course, in New Zealand. And it is looking mighty fine. Nothing coming out of it as per se. So all safe that way. And let's carry on, and we will go over to another one that we can't see. And that, of course, is our Semeru. And that one is just as bad. Actually, I think they had more storms and stuff there at Semeru all night long. And we really don't get to see it. We know it's back there. It's in there somewhere. And you can tell those clouds are sitting right there. You can see the tip of it on this shot. That's it. So unfortunate that we don't have good visibility at all. And I wish conditions were better, you guys. I really do. And just checking time here. Yep, we do have time to. I was going to show you the Indonesian one here and see if they were on, but I guess we are not going to be able to see what's happening at Krakatau right now. Thank you for the 4-minute warning, Piggy. So let's go over and we'll see. Hey, here comes the ice cream boat. Yvonne, you can go get ice cream. And that'll be okay. They're coming in slowly, though. They stopped. Why did they stop? Engine failure or not enough ice cream on board? Das Boot. What? Das Boot, boss, das Boot. The boat. Yeah. The boat is here, yeah. Anyway, no, I'll be coming too far. More walking, less cars, Yvonne. U96, das about. Boot. Okay, ice cream boat. Ice cream boat is stopping short. Somebody has to get over there and get the paddles out and pull it, or paddle and get it closer to the dock. There must be something at the dock that is blocking the way for them not to pull in yet. Anyway, that is all cool. While we're looking at Das Boot, we can go have a look at the volcano. Anyway, there we go. We made it move. There is our Sakurajima, a volcano in Japan. And of course, that is in the morning, 8:57 right now, showing on their clock. If we go back a couple of hours, it was erupting a little bit, and there you can see it. And I don't know if we can see anything on the close-up, but we could see it right about, did I go right past it? No, right there. So it definitely is still active. There is no question about that. It's just that one is very, very hard to be able to see the lava. And I don't know. It's just one of those things. Again, it's one of those ones where you wish that you were there and you could do your thing. 2-minute warning. Thank you, Piggy. And that is pretty awesome. And let's see if we push it back a little bit more towards now time. We can see in that shot that we do still have a plume running out of it, but we also have other clouds around it, and that is not so good. And moving ahead a little bit more, this was later on 7:36 in the morning, and again we see still some grayish material in that plume, but nothing as severe as what it was earlier. And that's about it. So let's get it back to live shot, and that is what it's looking like right now. We do have a weather system moving in there, so you guys better hurry up and get your ice cream from the boat, which is now docked, and that is all cool. So you can get your ice cream down that road, down here to the lights, and hang a left and go down to the dock. So you'll make it. On that friendly note, it's time for me to get ready for a break. I'm going to do that, and just wanted to remind everyone, if you have not yet hit that like button, please give it a quick shot, and that would be awesome. Welcome, Tetra. Glad to have you on board. And Yvonne is going. Good night, Yvonne. Take care. All the best to you, and safe travels tomorrow. And hope you get back to home sweet home tomorrow without having to divert to some other place. So thank you, Yvonne, for being here, and have a good night, and sleep well, and safe travels. Okay, we'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Anyway, on that friendly note, anyone who hasn't hit that like button, please do hit it if you can do that. Best and easiest way to help out the stream. Also, if you're new on the sidelines, you can definitely hit that wonderful subscribe button, and get notification bell turned on as well. That way you'll never miss one of our streams. On that note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then we'll come back with some wonderful bacon seeds. So stay tuned. More to come. I'll be back. Take care. Thanks. And there we go. Microphone is on. And welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to have you all on board. And thank you. Oh, Mummy of Hamsters says, welcome back, Uncle Doc. And Piggy said, yo, Dr. Fox, we are still here. Excellent. Thank you, Sue and Nancy and Kevin Haynes. Oh, some typos, eh? I hear you from Sharon Stewart. All awesome, and that is a nice. So, anyway, thank you. The boat's leaving again, Doc. Yes, it is. It's gone, and I hope you got your ice cream because it's going to be gone for a little while. The other one will show up soon, though. But anyway, we're not here for that. We're going to go have some bacon seeds now. So let's have a look at those guys and see what we've got in bacon seed stock today. So, of course, that little cutie was from yesterday. And he really is a little cutie. I like him. You might run a ferry, but you can't hide from Dr. Fox. There you go. And here's a whole 5-pack of these wonderful little guys. And that is bacon seeds galore there. We like those. And they are, yep, yeah, Piggy, I agree. He was uber cute. He definitely is. And so are these guys. They are looking pretty darn good. And I don't know if they're smiling though. They got like evil grins or something on them. It's like they're ganging up or something. I hope not. But anyway, let's carry on and see what our next bacon seed looks like. And holy mackerel, that is almost fitting. Scary. We've got 4 goblins coming out of the pumpkin. And they'll gobble up that pumpkin if you leave it there too long. And that is pretty awesome. And yes, pigs do like, there's 5? Oh, hang on. Am I miscounting? Is there a 5th one back there somewhere? Okay, I may be seeing an extra ear or something there. So, okay, 5. All right, all 5 of them in there. Darn it, like I said, you leave that pumpkin there too long, they will eat that pumpkin. Maybe that's how they emptied it out, behind the one on the left. That's what I kind of thought there, Piggy. I see the extra ear. So that is pretty cool. And that is awesome. All right, next bacon seed on our list is this guy, and that's another one that's really cute. I really like that. He looks so smiley and so happy, little fella, and we like that. Or it's a double-eared piggy. I haven't seen a double-eared one yet, but I think this guy is cute. He's nice looking, got long eyelashes and everything, very neat. Hey, length of the eyelashes, yeah, I just commented on that. He does have very long eyelashes, very, very long. A cute little guy, and a smile, calico, yeah, sorta. And here's this guy, little, looks like a low rider. Definitely not undernourished or anything. He looks pretty cool, and white face on one side, black on the other, and big eyelashes as well. Pretty awesome. And our next bacon seed is 2 bacon seeds, and they are doing a little snout bopping there, and at least that's what it appears to be, a little snout bops. From the little guys, and definitely I'm not looking at the camera though. Practicing as snout bopping, yep, as little guys, and they're almost there. They're working on it. And let's get to our last bacon seed for today, and that is this little guy. He's got racing stripes. He's Bambi, Bambi the piggy, and he's got a smirk on his face too. So pretty awesome, and love it. Anyway, that is our bacon seeds for today. Thank you again, Piggy. You keep doing a wonderful job with supplying these, and I really do appreciate it. I think we all really do appreciate it. So thank you, Piggy, on behalf of all of us. All right, and Arnie Carl Ingerson, nice, cute, and cute piggy, wee wee. It is a cute little piggy, and we love it. Anyway, that is good, and we'll carry on. We did take a look at Sakurajima, and we just want to finish up with Japan real quick. So we'll pop back over and watch the ice cream boat off in the distance there. We won't see it again for a little while, but the next one will come on this side here, and we'll see when that shows up. Anyway, wanted to pop over to the other ones, so unfortunately, not very good looking weather there. We can see it if we go back a little bit, and right about here, that's what, 3 hours 25 minutes ago. This is ASO, ASO, ASO-san, and that is also there in Japan, and we can see it smoking from its caldera, or steaming, I should say, not smoking, it's steaming. And that is what's coming out right now. Well, at least then, it being raining there, you can't really tell what's coming out right now. But if we put that back on live, that's the view, unfortunately, and you can see the raindrops on the screen. The other one here is gone blank on us. So, unfortunately, I think that camera may have died. I'm going back and looking to see how far back. 10 hours and 24 minutes ago, it was still working, and that's Suwanoshijima. So that was at 22:52, so just before midnight, and then actually right about here is the last we've seen of it, and it's almost like 11 p.m. it cut out. There it goes, and that's exactly it. And that's all we've got on that one, so we'll put it back on here so I can find that later. Next volcano on our list, of course, let's go down to the Philippines, and we will have a look at Taal. And Taal, a volcano, is not moving. Let's see if we can get onto that screen as soon as I find it. Where is Taal? There's Taal, and now I see cars moving. All right. We are not at present seeing anything coming out of there, and that is unfortunate. And yep, cars are moving. I can see them driving along and doing their thing. I'm not sure what this is about. It looks like a little bit of smoke or something in there. I don't know if that's just fog or smoke or what it is, but it is there. We see it, and I'm not going to worry about it though. It's not in the right place. If it was coming from the volcano, it would be over here somewhere, unless it's got a new hotspot, but I doubt that. Anyway, that is what we're seeing right there, and that's it for our Taal. And we will next one we'll get over to is a Yellowstone National Park, and there's Yellowstone, and it's smoking away. Wow, I don't know how many. I was going to say we're watching one or two or three, but I really don't know how many geysers are in that shot. And there are over 500 different active geysers there in Yellowstone National Park. So it's always interesting. And And there are still people trying to. I was watching a video that somebody sent me. I think Susie sent it to me earlier, saying, it's another one of those where they're talking about the different vents, and of course they're twisting it in such a way that they're making it sound like the entire super volcano is going to blow up, and saying that's what the USGS said. Well, that's not how it works. Again, it's one of those things. The possibility of this super volcano going off is minimal, but you never know. Volcanoes are unpredictable, but I'm not going to be holding my breath waiting for it. I can guarantee you I'd pass out long, long before this thing actually does erupt. So that's what we've got there, and unfortunately they're not changing things too much, so we'll move on, and we'll pop over to Hawaii, and we'll have a look. This picture was at just about 1 a.m. Hawaii time, and that is what our pond inside the caldera of Kilauea is looking like. So that is a kind of a neon look. Again, you can see the hot spots along the edges here, and that is of course caused by the lava's draining out underneath there somewhere, and what's happening is you have the gas bubbles coming up, and they are breaking the crusted over surface on that thinner lava that's cooled off on top. So it's fairly thin, and the bubbles are breaking it. We can kind of sort of see a little bit of that toe area in the back there, but very little because of that smoke. Let's look at it right now, though. Present picture, and hey, somebody has stolen all the lava. That level is way down in comparison to what it was, at least a couple of meters lower in level. And that is pretty wild to actually see. I'm surprised we haven't seen it down that low for a while. And of course the toe area is over there, and it looks like the lava tube is there. It might even be breaking in this area again towards the toe area. Don't know yet. I can't tell because of that smoke. Anyway, let's carry on. Look at the next one. Again, from 58 minutes after midnight during the night, not last night, this morning, I guess. And this is what it looks like right now. And must be raining in the area to get all that steamy smoke. Primary vent is located right here underneath most of that smoke. You can see the lava pond, and then you can see some smoke coming off the side here, and in various places as well throughout the caldera. But this stuff here, of course, is the hot underlying lava kind of pushing up on some of that old material on the edges, and that is what's causing it to smoke like that. So that picture again, 14:20 is the time on that one. And let's take a look at the other side, from the other side of the caldera. Here you can see your primary vent over here. Well, you can't see it, but you can see the glow, lava pond toe area, and some hot spots in various places. Really not anything too wonderful or wild. And we will refresh that. That is the current picture, and that is what we've got now. There's your primary vent, and again the lava pond, the toe area. Kind of make out Pig Island right there, and this is possibly a better shot to see how much smoke is coming up on the side of the caldera over there. Very interesting. And then of course this is smoking quite a bit here too. So if it is raining there, some of that is just steam, and it makes it very, very hard for visibility. Looking at the thermal cam real quick, there it is, a primary vent, lava pond, toe area, and then again looking around the outer edges, we can see that lighter area. And of course, there's fresher lava sitting underneath the outer edges, whereas this dark space in the middle here, that's all cooled off material. And of course, that has created another island there. So that is what we're seeing, and that's kind of what's going on there. This, of course, was just about 1 a.m. Hawaii time. Let's look at the current picture now, and that is it. We can see down on the bottom here, it looks a lot brighter, and there may be a more fresh, hot lava underneath there, and you can tell that our lava level is definitely down in the pond here, and even in the toe, and that's kind of neat. Don't know where the lava's going. Trevor hasn't been out there with the truck, so it's leaking out. Anyway, we do see that little hot spot over there, but around the entire edge, you can see it's kind of a lighter color, indicating that there is some more fresh lava underneath there that is quite a bit hotter and still causing it to glow. And that's about it for there. Let's have a look at our earthquakes from that area. And let me get on the right map here. There we go. I'll zoom in on Hawaii. And there's your Hawaiian Islands. And really quickly, looking at the whole area, we're going to work on, now there's not too many. We've got a couple stragglers over here, but let's work on the Pahala area and see what we've got. This guy, 2.4, 3:04 a.m., 41.8 kilometers down. This one, 1.9, 3 o'clock in the morning, 36.6 clicks down. 2.3, 2:40 a.m. This guy is a little bit deeper, 50.8 kilometers down, 2.17 minutes after 3 a.m. And this guy was from 10:11, 40 kilometers down. So these are all a little bit on the deeper side than our normal Pahala stuff. Let's grab this guy out here, and that is even a little bit deeper, 38.4 kilometers down, 3:06 a.m. for that guy as well. And then we have a 2.1 here, 22:52 from yesterday, and 2.0, 2 minutes after midnight. And then we have 1.7, yesterday's 22:57. This guy also yesterday's 22:38. 1.7 from 1:01 this morning, and then this guy is 1.9 from 47 minutes after midnight. And then we get over into the other ones. 1.8, 14:59 was the time on that. This guy 2.0, 15:06. This guy is from yesterday, 2.0, 23:41. And then we have this guy 2.2, and that was from 15:18. And then we have a 2.1 there, and that is from 19:11 yesterday. All of the Pahala ones are between about 26 to about 36 kilometers down. We did not see too much up here on Mauna Loa, only this one guy, 2.2, and that is from yesterday, 23:56, 0.6 of a kilometer below sea level. And the only other one that I seen that was of interest was this guy right close to our wonderful Kilauea, but I want to catch these two first. 1.8 from 4:50 a.m. 34.5 kilometers down, and then this 1.9 from 14:38 or 14:34. Let's do that again. At 5.7 kilometers down for a 1.9. Then we have this one, 1.8, and that is at 1:04 a.m. and that is 1.8 kilometers below sea level. Anyway, that is our crater, and of course, as I mentioned before, that of course is an older shot, and you really do have to put some thought into it. That crater floor in that volcano is the lava height is now at 137 meters, or 449 feet. And again, as far as the volume of the material in there, it's 104 million cubic meters, or 27.5 billion gallons of lava in there. And of course, it's been actively erupting since September 29th, 21. So that is about it for our wonderful Hawaiian Islands, and we'll leave that alone for right now, and we will take a break because it is that time. I'm going to put you back on some canned lava though, and I'll leave that there. Make sure I still have enough canned lava to show. Yeah, plenty there, plenty in the can yet, so that is all cool. Anyway, be good, you guys. Hit that like button. I see we're going to be a little shy of getting over to that 100 mark today if we don't have some more thumbs up. And I know there wasn't as many people here at all. So please do hit the like button if you haven't done so already. It really does help us out with the YouTube analytics. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please help us out that way. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Welcome, Leo Carlson, and I'm going to go take a 5-minute break or thereabouts. Keep smiling, and I'll be back. Thanks, guys. weird music. Hang on, I gotta find it. That's gotta be on one of these. I found it. YouTube's been doing weird things. They turn on the audio on streams that you've got muted. I wonder how they are doing that. That was weird. Anyway, welcome and welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm trying to figure out what YouTube's done with their gremlins. And that is weird. Thank you for the welcome backs from... Leo and hey, hi, One Fish, good to see you. And old Mummy of Hamsters saying welcome back, Uncle Doc. Get a funky, woo. I hope that I don't get nailed for a copyright on that. Anyway, thanks, Sue and Sharon Stewart saying I hear a sound gremlins, Dr. Fox. There you go. And that is all good. I just hear you now. Okay. No worries. That's all good. It's a good thing I figured out where that sound came from because I had that happen actually one night. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden, that thing starts screaming, and I didn't realize I didn't turn my volume down on the computer. And I hear that going on. I'm going, what the heck is that? And trying to find it because I had 4 or 5 windows open in that same slot. And it took me a little while to get it turned off, but I did find it. But yeah, it woke me up before, and at least I knew this time exactly where to look and got it done. Anyhow, let's leave that be. We'll go to the earthquakes that we were looking at. So we did our thing in Hawaii, but looking at the rest of the earthquakes around the world real quick, I see a fairly large one here in Do Your Thing in India. In Afang, India, 5.0, 10 kilometers down from 1649. And then we have a couple of smaller ones here. Indonesia stuff, 4.4. And that's 23 clicks down, 9:33 this morning. And 9:24 for that one, 4.8, 23.4 kilometers down for that one. Going over a little bit more, Santa Cruz Island, Santa's Cruz Island, 4.6, and that was 80.4 kilometers down, was actually from yesterday at 2034. And then we have this one here in Tonga, 4.7, and that one is 231.9 kilometers down. Yesterday's as well from 2144. So that's what we're seeing there. Nothing really major. We had this 4.4 up here right close to the Kamchatka Peninsula, and then I noticed this one here, 4.4 in Oregon, just out on the Juan de Fuca Plate, right where the plate boundary is, and that one, I don't think that's going to make much of a difference there. And really, I don't see anything other really big ones around the world. We do see this other one here, 4.6 Mid-Atlantic Ridge, but that is about it. And hang on, this 4.5 here in Greece. I'm going to actually see where that is. Okay, and that is up there. Piggy is down here, and that is up there. So she wouldn't have felt that too far away for her. So that is it for our earthquakes there. We'll pop over to the ones in the Canary Islands real quick, have a quick peek there and see what we've got. And of course, there we see the latest one way over here in the water, 3.2, and that is at 1753 was the time on that guy. And we'll not worry about him so much, he's too far away. Zooming into our wonderful La Palma, because that's where we like to go. And actually looking for earthquakes for the 15th for the La Palma, we don't have any. So that takes care of that, and that is pretty easy. let's go and have a look at our volcano map around the world here, and we'll take a quick peek at that. Sounds like somebody out there needs a muffler for the motorcycle, and it's no wonder we have regulations to keep them pipes quiet. There's still some out there that run with straight pipes, and as soon as they get caught, it becomes a different story. Yeah, you hear that driving down my street. You know, is that what we really want to hear inside our homes when we have some guy racing by? Anyway, drives me crazy. Looking at what we have in Iceland, and we notice we're missing something, and it's a sad day, but they've taken it off, and Astja is the only one that's left showing in Iceland right now, and that is unfortunate. Clark Hall, welcome. And down here we still have Terceira and St. George still listed here in the Azores, and that's kind of what we've got going on. And looking at most of everything else, I see they put Fernandina back on as a yellow, so that is in the Galapagos Islands. That has changed. Not sure what Nevado del Aruz is doing. It is still there though, and it was active, and hopefully it's calmed down a little bit, but that's about it for that area. Nothing new. And looking down, whoop, let's why is that sliding down on me? There we go. Looking down here, of course, White Isle volcano was reactivated as a yellow here not too long ago, and there is our Tau, and Tau is still not done anything other than pop up, but here in Tonga, there, Tofua, and here is our home reef. And home reef, apparently, because it is a fairly high elevation under the water already, it does have the potential to erupt some more, and there has been some activity there. And if that submarine volcano does continue to go, then we will see what happens. You know, if it will create a new island. And I was actually joking about Yvonne said, oh, she's going to be at home in Germany for a while with her volcanoes. I said, well, what's going to happen when home reef pops? They're going to send you out there. And she kind of chuckled, but I thought it was neat. Anyway, we aren't seeing anything new there. All the same for the most part. I think some of these got changed. That used to Manam used to be orange. It's yellow now, and these other ones are changing as well. Luolatok still doing its thing. Raung, yellow from the orange. We've seen that a while ago though. Semaru, Marapi, and Krakatau doing their thing. We still have Ibu and Dakono working away, and these other ones aren't doing a heck of a lot. We say Mayon is still off-gassing quite a bit, but we don't see too much happening at all. Fairly quiet that way. As we slide up, looking at Japan real quick, Suwanoshi-jima and Sakura-jima, both are still considered active. And then the one in the middle here is still an orange. And then as we get up to the Kamchatka Peninsula, Chikarachki is definitely a yellow. Ibiko definitely still a red. And Karimsky and Bezimiani and Chevrolet are still normal, and nothing strange or new. and looking around a little bit more, we don't see any changes here. And Madagascar area, do we still see? Yeah, Heard Island is still down there. I just wanted to check. DR Congo and RTVE, all pretty normal. And there's Mount Etna, Volcano, and Stromboli are still pretty normal, campy as well. And that's it. So, yeah, it's a shame that we don't have another one here, but hey, there's nothing we can do about it. Iceland did give us a lot of good viewing hours, and really, really quite fascinating to be able to cover most of that. And I thought it was awesome, but you know, it is what it is. You can't make the volcano erupt, and that is what we've got. So this is a really old map too. Boy, they need to update that. They do have Fregadalfjall's volcano on there, Gelding Galarler volcano, and they also are calling that Gelding Galarler volcano. Oh, there's some pictures. If we click on them, oh, those are the viewpoints. So that is pretty awesome. And this is kind of a look without lava, and that looks actually pretty neat. And that is actually kind of awesome, you guys. So that is cool. Anyway, I will leave that be. Gonna zoom out, and that is it for our volcanoes and earthquakes. We can probably check in and have a quick peek at weather, and we'll do our SO2, and then I think after the break we'll take a look at our, let's refresh that one. We'll take a look at our actual weather around other areas. Kind of an odd plume here, and I'm not sure what's causing that, whether it's just the way the wind is blowing everything up, or if we've got a fire down here and it's causing the SO2 to go up. I have no idea. But the rest of Canada looks pretty normal. A jet stream is going way high and then dropping way low. So that's what we've got going on there. US, pretty normal, nothing strange there. Looking at Mexico, Popocatépetl and Mexico City dumping their stuff into the Pacific. But we know that there's all kinds of circulations here, possibly a new storm that developed, and we'll take a look at that. I also know that this storm here has gotten nastier, and that is going to impact here into the, they were talking about it going to Puerto Rico, and for them to get ready. We don't see anything coming off of the Galapagos Islands, even though we have the Fernandina still there, but Reventador, no, what is it? Anyway, this one here in Colombia is still off-gassing pretty heavy duty. Some of the names, sometimes I just can't bring up the names, you guys. It's just the way it is. Unless I have a list in front of me, it's pretty hard. Anyway, we are seeing a big circulation off the coast here. So Uruguay and I guess it would be at the bottom end of Chile here, not Chile, bottom end of Brazil getting nailed. Actually, it looks like a high and a low together in here, causing a real mess as far as that wind is concerned, and the way things are going. We'll see. Anyway, this here looks like it's being pushed out into the Atlantic again. Michael volcano down here, a little bit of a plume there, nothing too serious. White Isle volcano still continuing to off-gas. A little heavier down there from the oil plants and stuff down in bottom of Australia, and then of course the coking plants north of Sydney still doing their thing. Going over here, Tofua, and possibly the other one. We'll see what happens with that new one. We're gonna find out that home reef as they call it. It's going to be interesting to see if we do have a new island being created there. Anyway, Yasur and his buddies here in Vanuatu are still doing their thing, as well as our friends in Papua New Guinea. Luolatok still pluming very heavily. Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatau doing their thing, but Krakatau is getting some help from Jakarta, people pollution. And here we have Ibu and Dukono making that nice red spot. Sliding up a little bit more, we would have Mayon sitting over here, creating some of that plume. And again, here it's more or less people pollution right now. Not too much coming from Taal at all. That rhymes, hey? Not too much coming from Taal at all. I'm a poet. I love it. Anyway, never mind. Anyway, we see that going out into the Philippine Sea. Pretty awesome. Lots of dirty stuff there in China and going into Taiwan. Down on the bottom here, Subanosi Jima making this little plume. And then, of course, Sakura Jima being down on the bottom here. It's creating a little bit there as well. Some people pollution in other spots. And definitely well-defined stuff coming off of that, mostly from Ibico down here, and then Karimsky and Bezimiani and Chevalish are still working to make that mess. And that is pretty awesome. We see all that old stuff sitting out here in the Pacific. Once we get some rain, that'll help dissipate that material. Looking down here, still more pollution from South Africa. And then we have this guy here, that is in, what is it? Democratic Republic of Congo. And the Congo doing its thing. That's volcanic and coking facilities there. Urta Ale, again, not visible because of all of this pollution coming from the refineries in Saudi Arabia. And that is what we've got there. And here, wow, look at that. That is coming off. And even though it is a lot less material coming out of Etna, it is doing its thing. And yes, Sue, that's the name. And I'm still not going to pronounce it, so that is all good. Anyway, we do see that plume coming from Etna, and I think Stromboli might be helping it a little bit, but that is where, you know, you figure, okay, the volcano's slowing down, we'll see less SO2, but yeah, that little bit of output is probably straight SO2, unfortunately, and it's right there, so that's what we see. Most of Europe, not bad at all as far as SO2 levels, and then we slide out to Iceland, and we know that they have their smelting plant going today. I seen it steaming earlier in the shots, so that is what we've got coming off of there. And it looks like it is about time for a quick break, you guys, so we will get our weather map ready, and let's see, is another storm listed here? No, they got a low and a high there. Darn it, they didn't put it on there. And I was looking, and we still have our 3 here. Boy, this Muifa certainly hasn't moved. It's still sitting right on the coast in the East China Sea / Yellow Sea, right in there. So I'm surprised it hasn't moved since yesterday. Did I refresh this map? Maybe that's the problem. Let's refresh it. It's refreshed. No, still same place. Didn't make a difference. No, actually it should make a difference. We're on the 14th. Why is this not refreshing? Let's do that again and see what this does. Okay, that makes a little more sense. it's now sitting in the Yellow Sea. All right, so I guess we'll have to take a look and see what we can do after. There's the one I was looking for, Fiona. There it is. So that's what I was going to look at. Anyway, you guys, we'll take a look at these storms and weather around the planet after I get back from the break. And on that friendly note, for those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button and you're enjoying the show, by all means, give it a quick bop for us and help us out. And we're trying to get over, yeah, that's right, Sue, it is the 15th. We're trying to get over, in some places, it's already the 16th. So that's what we want. Anyway, hit that like button if you haven't done so already to help us push it over that 100 mark. Makes a big difference with the YouTube analytics once that happens. Also, please, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing if you like what you're seeing. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm going to take a 5-minute break or so, and I will be back. Keep smiling and be good. microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching VolcanoX live stream. Welcome back. Thanks, DJ, and Sue Hayes, and Leo, and let's see, who else? Trevor. Well, thanks. Wow, Dr. Fox, your piano playing is really good. Thank you. I do like that. Bravalo. I hope I said that right. I try. I'm a little rusty, but you know it is there. And thanks, oh mommy of hamsters, for a welcome back, Uncle Doc. And I hear you from our wonderful Sharon Stewart. All good. Okay, so let's get over to our weather. We're going to finish off our stream for today. And yeah, I got the weather map on the right day and everything, and we'll see if we can make that work and go from there. So pretty cool, pretty awesome. As soon as it switches, apparently there it was being stubborn again. Anyway, there we go. We're seeing North America. Canada is getting colder up on the top, and we see that in some places very cold. 2, 3, 4 degrees, 1 degree there. Holy mackerel. Yep, starting to get to the point where winter is coming, and up in the northern islands now we're starting to see the negative temperatures. Ellesmere Island up here, 10, 11, boy, in some spots even colder, 16, minus 16, that is, so quite cold. I don't want to go here. Look, Greenland. If you want a vacation in the ice, there you go, minus 20 something really quickly. That'll make any penguin happy. Anyway, looking at what we are seeing here in the prairie provinces, a fairly reasonable day for today. A little bit warmer up in the north here, going up into the Yukon, Great Slave Lake area, a little bit warmer up there, so pretty awesome. Cold up in Alaska and the Yukon, that's all right. Zooming in a little bit, looking at the United States, it has cooled off quite a bit as well, and we're seeing that warm air that was coming in down in the southern portion of Alberta, but it popped into down in Montana as well, but below that we see it's very cold in the mountain areas. A little bit of warmth in some of the areas here in Washington, and still a little bit of heat in Oregon, not bad. California certainly has cooled off a whole bunch. I don't think Death Valley will be a scary Death Valley today. Maybe 37 degrees or something, and that type of thing. Nothing too serious. So we'll see. 36 in Death Valley. So yeah, not that bad. 34 and 35 in Phoenix. So Phoenix is still holding a lot of heat down here right on the Mexicali area, 34, 35 degrees as well. Still holding in fairly good. Looking at, so Arizona, not bad, pretty normal for right now. Looking at New Mexico, it's also holding some good heat in there. Still, but the higher elevations, of course, a lot colder, and same thing goes with Texas, holding some really good warm weather for the most part, and that is sliding up a little bit until it kind of hits up here. Looks like it's got a little bit of a ridge, and that's where it starts to cool off again, and I'm not sure what's going to happen in the future. Well, I know what's going to happen. It's going to cool down. Winter's coming, you guys. And Arkansas and Tennessee and those areas looking a little bit cooler as well, but still fairly warm temperatures. Even Alabama's starting to cool off. Florida, not so bad for the most part, but a lot cooler than what it's been. Definitely nothing left in the 30s out there. Same thing with Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and as we go up, Virginia still holding some heat, but once we get up into Pittsburgh and New York areas, we start to really cool off, and that is quite cool up there for them already. But hey, that's the way it is, and we're seeing up in Maine as well, anywhere from 8 to about 12 degrees. Halifax, of course, was 10, 11, 12 as well. So, or Nova Scotia and that area anyway. Not bad out here in Newfoundland, but we are seeing that cold air starting to come in. 0 and 1s and stuff right in there. Very cold in Quebec. So we'll leave that be. Sliding down a little bit more, looking at other things. Where the heck are you looking? Some vineyards. Okay. Cancun, Mexico, cooled off to a whopping 27 degrees. We do see these two systems out here. I mentioned earlier that those are probably turned into storms. They are too. 94E and 95E. So that is what we've got there. And Fiona over here, not sure, but I think that was, they were saying that was going to come in and hit Puerto Rico here. But we'll see what happens. It may curve down a little bit more and actually end up in Venezuela. We'll see what happens in the next day or so. Looking at the Amazon rainforest, still holding a fair bit of heat. Higher elevation, so starting to really cool off there as well. And remember, we were seeing that storm that was sitting parked here before. Now that high and the low are kind of battling each other, and I don't know which one's going to win here, but I think their weather is going to warm up down in the south. We'll see what happens. Unfortunately, this high here is bringing a lot of that cold air back up, and that is not good. Here's your cut line right now, so not looking very good. 10 degrees, 10 to 12 degrees in Uruguay, and we're seeing actually Paraguay, not bad at all. Bolivia, of course, with the mountains, it's a little colder in the mountains, but not bad for the most part as well. Still, actually, even for Argentina, they are getting some warmer weather, which is probably really welcome there. Looking over here in New Zealand a little bit more, we see that high that was here, and that low had moved over, and I see another low built up here, and another high on top of New Zealand, and that is keeping New Zealand cold right now, that high. That's got to move off, and then it will hopefully warm up a tad bit. Northern Ireland, not bad, but the southern island, quite chilly yet. And when we look here, Tasmania warmed up a whole bunch from what it was, and we are seeing up to 14 degrees Celsius in some spots, which is really nice compared to what they've been getting. And Melbourne, 17, holy mackerel, it says 13, 14 on the map here, but that's all right. I'm happy if it's 17. We do see on the coast here that those are higher temperatures, so that would be pretty cool. Brisbane showing 21. We got 22 on the map, so very close. Sydney coming in at 19 down there. And Perth, of course, over here coming in at about 14 degrees as well. And then we see the northern portions of Australia definitely warming up, and we like that. It's Well, actually, I don't like it in a way because that means winter's coming here. Um, Time to move to Australia. And there we go, looking at most of what we see in the Philippine area, Indonesian area, and Malaysian stuff. Um, very warm still, and Bangkok coming in at about 27, 28 degrees, and humidity 77%, so likely not raining today, and going up a little bit more. Here we see that's tropical storm. I'm not sure if that's listed as a typhoon yet. It may be, or a cyclone. I don't know what they call it. Typhoon probably. And here's Muifa, and it is definitely hitting the Yellow Sea now. And going over, we see a little bit of a circulation right there off the edge of Japan, but don't think that's going to turn into anything. This massive low here is really pulling that cold air down and taking the hot air and converting it. So with that, when you got a cold and hot mixture like that, I'm pretty sure you're going to see a lot of moisture in that area as well. So we'll take a look at that in a bit. And going over a little bit more, we see India and those areas pretty normal. Not as warm in our wonderful Africa. Looks like some of the areas down on the southern end here are actually quite cool, which is really not that great, but still a little bit warmer than what they had yesterday here in South Africa, so that's probably better for them. Sahara Desert still holding a lot of heat. Same thing as what we are seeing in Saudi Arabia and UAE for sure, and Oman and Yemen still doing their thing. Iran, Iraq, still pretty normal. Piggy's area, and that is here, of course, at 23 degrees, 24 degrees. So for nighttime, a little bit more comfortable than what they had before, and it's a little easier on them. And looking here, a little bit cooler here in Sicily as well. So not overly hot. For again, climate is changing. And yeah, 23 degrees for Piggy's place. Yep, there we go. And of course, seeing what we've got in Italy, not bad, all the way up to the Italian Alps up here. Still holding in at 20. Bologna, 22 degrees. There we go. Spain has cooled off a bunch, but still quite warm. And I'm sure that this low here is still bringing some moisture to Portugal, sliding up a little bit more. Looking at France bottom end, a little bit warmer. Top is starting to cool off. Same thing with Germany. It's a lot cooler. So yeah, fall is coming. You know, that's what is happening there. So we're seeing those cooler temperatures in Belgium and Holland and Luxembourg, and definitely everything is starting to cool off. Even here, I would have thought it would have been a little bit cooler in Denmark, but Denmark is kind of the same as Germany right now. Actually, it looks slightly cooler in England and portions of Wales, even over here in Irish Monkland, and Ireland is 9-10 degrees depending on where you are, and that is all right. And looking at what we've got here, Scotland, not very warm either. Zooming out a little bit so we can see a little bit more here. Bottom end of Sweden, not too bad, but still a little cooler than what we've been seeing. 10 degrees in Stockholm. Oslo coming in at about 12 degrees on this map. And looking at Finland, it's got some warmer area in between here, but still a little bit of cold temperatures coming in, 5-6 degrees up on the northern end of Norway. So that's kind of what we got. That low sitting in here is helping that circulation pull some of the warmer air out, unfortunately. And it's probably a good thing Yvonne is leaving because it's it's getting awful chilly there. And Iceland, of course, is one of those places where, you know, this is actually a little colder than normal for Iceland. Normally you see around the 10-degree mark in those areas, and we're only seeing like 4 degrees right now. And that is in the Reykjanes Peninsula, and then a lot colder in most of the other areas of Iceland. And that's kind of what we see. Okay, so let's take a look at that precipitation real quick. And it is a mess in places and not so nice, but we're gonna look anyway. Looking Alaska, we see that low sitting there, bringing that cold air in and mixing with some of that warmer air from this high down here, and that is creating that moisture. Low sitting up here in Northwest Territories, and then we have some rain and stuff happening there, and over further in Nunavut we see a bunch of snow, and I want none of it. Anyway, looking here in British Columbia, some rain happening, and some rain also here in Alberta, and our skies are starting to reflect what's going on. And I'm going to have to do something with the bunny bowls here right after the stream, because I got a sneaky hunch it's going to rain if it's not raining here already. And seeing here in northern Ontario and around the Great Lakes, a lot of stormy stuff. Lake Superior, of course, getting pretty nasty there. So that's what we're seeing there. And down east, there's that low that's sitting right at the edge of the St. Lawrence Seaway, and that is bringing cold air down, and that is making it chilly. No, DJ, it's exclamation WE, if you were trying to bring it up. Yep, there, he already did. Okay, Gary, thanks. Yep, it's still 19 here, so not too bad. Anyway, we see Idaho, portions of Montana, Wyoming, and New Mexico. No, hang on, Nevada. New Mexico is here, sorry, and Utah, all getting a little bit of rain, as well as portions of South and North Dakota, and that is going up, I guess, even up in some of the areas here, Minnesota, a little bit of rain there as well. And down on the coast of Florida, we see a bunch of storms. So not good weather for rocket launching. Same thing with down here in the edge of the Gulf Coast, and down in Texas, still some storms. But when we're zoomed in a little bit, we see the smaller storms, and you know, they're not as organized as this bigger thing right there. So they pass fairly quickly. Down here, we see those two, and they are doing their thing. And of course, all the way through Central America, we're seeing all kinds of different weather. And northern portions of the Amazon, storms all over the place there, and eases up a bunch until you get back over to Sao Paulo. A little bit of rain in that area, but nothing too severe. It's a good thing that low is fairly far offshore. And looking down, this is kind of a neat arc, the way that weather is heading down. and some snow down there in Chile, making it chilly, and same thing with the bottom end of Argentina, sliding over into a New Zealand area. Not too bad as far as precipitation. We got a few places with some rain, but nothing severe. And Leo, tomorrow you're going to get rain. Yeah, hey, you said for the weekend it's supposed to rain, and that's exactly what I'm seeing. This is going to move over this low, and that is going to bring that rain in for you on top of you. This low, on the other hand, should move off, and that may end up going out towards this high pressure area. Big shear line in between here though, so they are definitely getting some rain there. Brisbane should be raining fairly lightly, a little bit in Perth maybe, but not by much. But Adelaide right now would be getting some rain. Looking at what we've got here in our Indonesian area, Philippine area, lots of storms, just doesn't stop. This guy is definitely going somewhere. I have no idea what's going to happen with this. It creeped in a little bit from yesterday, but I don't know if it's going to end up going north or what it's going to do. We see this one though definitely has moved into the Yellow Sea, and it is throwing some stuff, portions in South Korea as well as North Korea, and then going right into Xinjiang, if I said that right. I don't know. Anyway, we see that horrible, horrible low here. I blame this one for bringing the cold air down, and that's kind of what we've got there. And Kamchatka Peninsula, a little bit of rain and not too bad. India let up a little bit, and those storms aren't quite as bad there right now, and not seeing that much here. Madagascar got a little bit of rain, but not that bad. Same thing, our equatorial storm areas here in Africa is still doing their thing. Looking for rain for Piggy, and I'm sorry Piggy, still no rain in sight for a while. It's dry as a bone there, you guys. That is not good. We do see some rain. Rome is getting rained on, and probably Naples will as well, from the looks of that little storm. A little bit in Spain as well, going up, and looks like the Alps have some stormy stuff going on as well in there, as well as we go out here into Russia and have doing its thing. So not going to worry so much about that. France, a little bit of rain going into Belgium, don't see anything there, but Holland definitely getting some, as well as northern Germany, and up here in Denmark. A few other spots in Germany getting rain, but nothing too bad. And I think it'll be okay for our good Tom, who's down there in Munich right now, so that is all right. And looking at this, wow. This is just a freeze ball here waiting to happen. And I'm waiting for all of this to get white spots on it and have snow. So that is definitely over there. And here's that high that is actually keeping the weather out of Iceland right now. And even though it is cooler, it is clear. So that is pretty awesome. And of course, yeah, that's what it's going to look like over there. Okay, those spots. I call them snow measles. But anyway, that's it for our wonderful weather. Let's go back down to the bottom here, find our coldest place on Earth. And that is going to be, oh, let's see what we can find. There's got to be something colder than minus 69. I got to find minus 70 at least. But we found minus 69 there. Let's see if we got anything colder over here. Minus 70. And anything colder. We had minus 70. right there, 69, 70. Sue found minus 71. I'll see if I can locate that. That would be over here probably. And where did I see it? 68, 69, 70. Yeah. You found minus 71. That is pretty close. I'm not going to argue with it. And closest temp I found or coldest is minus 71. Okay, I found minus 70. So that is about it. Yeah, it depends on how. I'm sorry, I was breathing on the thermometer, Sue. It went up a little bit. And that's what we got. So I'll leave it there. All right. Let's leave that alone, and we will continue on. And I think that is pretty good for right now. So remember, bundle up your penguins before you send them out there. That is awful cold. And on that friendly note, you guys, that is it for today. And we really don't have anything else. It is a very, very quiet day in our volcano world. And we'll throw the canned lava back on here for right now while I wrap things up. So I want to say a big thank you to Michael Olson for his super chat today. And that's the only one, so that's good there. A big thank you to our moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, CND Boy, and Gary, 24/7 Live, AZ Skies. And thank you all for being here. I do appreciate each and every one of you being in, and especially all of our members. You guys are awesome. And Doc, thanks for a great stream today. You're welcome, Sue. And I appreciate having everyone here. So be good. Take care of yourselves, everyone. And oh, by the way, I did apply for another job today, so we'll see what happens with that one. And it's a lot of work there, kind of thing. But we'll see if we get something with it. On that friendly note, I'm going to wrap it up. Be good, you guys. Keep smiling and take care of yourselves. And please, everyone. Oh, Mommy of Hamsters just threw in a $5 super chat. Thank you, oh, Mommy of Hamsters. Oh, Mommy of Hamsters. Hamsters. There we got it, and that is awesome. Thank you kindly, oh Mummy of Hamsters. Appreciate that. Take that, Uncle Doc. Thanks. I appreciate it, and that is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna wrap her up then, and be good, everyone. Take care. Tomorrow is Friday, and we'll see if we have another wonderful day. Of course, I'm going to keep monitoring all the volcanoes and see what we can see, and hopefully we'll have something pop out there that might be good. And on those friendly notes, take care, everyone, please, and really be safe, stay kind, and most of all, tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Take care, everyone. Good night, and oink oink.